Okay, let's dive right in. Today, we're putting on our director's hats to reverse engineer an absolute guaranteed viral hit. We're looking at a brilliantly funny short called Diet versus Fuchka. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how it completely hijacks the algorithm, literally frame by frame and joke by joke. So grab your director's chair because we are dissecting the anatomy of virality. Okay, let's dive into this golden rule right out of the gate. You have 3 seconds, honestly, probably even less, to stop a scrolling thumb. It's wild, right? You absolutely need a visual hook, an emotional trigger, and above all else, a totally relatable premise. If the viewer feels like you're holding up a mirror to their own life, well, they aren't just going to watch, they're going to share it. And that right there is the absolute foundation for any successful short. So think about this for a second. Have you ever sworn with absolute ironclad determination that you're going to stick to your diet this time, only to just completely fall apart the second you catch a whiff of your favorite street food? In this case, we're talking about the irresistibly tangy, crunchy, spicy delight that is Fuchka. By tapping into this highly relatable universal failure, the skit instantly connects with us. I mean, we've all been there, right? We've all made that promise, and we've all broken it. Tapping into this struggle is the ultimate psychological trigger for content, because it invites the audience to just laugh at themselves. Now, when we map out this 50-second masterclass, you'll see how incredibly tight the pacing actually is. I mean, there is literally zero dead air here. Every single phase of this video has a very specific job to do. From the initial 5-second hook to the final 5-second call to action, the whole structure is designed to pull you in, spin you around, make you laugh, and then tell you exactly what to do next before you even realize a minute has passed. Let's break these phases down one by one. Section 1. The hook and twist, securing the audience's attention. So the short immediately establishes a really strong, disciplined narrative. You hear this heavy, intense motivational music drop, and it's paired with a super serious gym bro attitude. Within just 3 seconds, the audience knows exactly what this character's goal is. The hook is officially set. But then, right at the 5-second mark, bam! A sudden record scratch. The heavy music cuts out, the tough guy act completely melts into awe, and this romantic, kind of funny flute melody kicks in. And this brilliantly illustrates a spectacular subversion of expectations. The super serious baseline you just built up is shattered for immediate comedic effect. And boom, the audience is instantly hooked on finding out what just derailed all that discipline. Section 2. The internal conflict. The battle of the mind. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the creator uses a double role to capture that internal monologue. On one side, you've got the gym goer clutching his bag for dear life, repeating the mantra, "No, I won't eat junk food. I need a six-pack." But on the other side, there's the Fuchka lover whispering sweet temptation. "Come on, just one Fuchka won't make you fat." This comedic duality perfectly captures the very real battle we literally all fight in our heads when temptation strikes. And then, oh man, here comes the ultimate pseudoscience justification. Fuchka has tamarind water, and tamarind acid cuts fat. It is just comedy gold because we all completely recognize our own terrible logic when we are desperately trying to justify a craving. The gym goer scratching his head and just accepting this absolute nonsense, that is exactly what makes the joke land so flawlessly. Section 3, climax and call to action, delivering the punchline. Well, the internal battle is officially lost. The gym bag gets unceremoniously tossed completely out of the frame, the diet is dead, and we cut to a scene of absolute heavenly joy. The absolute genius here is pairing this pure bliss with a dramatic, emotional, sad song that's basically mourning the death of the diet. The massive mismatch between the joyful act of eating and the tragic background music amplifies the comedic failure tenfold. But hey, the skit isn't actually over just because the joke landed. By freezing and staring dead center into the lens mid-chew, looking totally caught in the act, the fourth wall is completely broken. The viewer is suddenly in on the joke. It creates the absolute perfect runway for the call to action, turning what was just a passive chuckle into an active engagement moment. Section 4. 3 rules for virality. The algorithm's secret sauce. So looking right behind the comedy, there are 3 definitive technical pillars that are keeping this short afloat in the algorithm. We've got tip 1, real audio or trending sound. Tip 2, relatable captions and hashtags. And tip 3, the loop element. Let's see how these mechanics are expertly layered in here. You already know the algorithm absolutely favors trending audio, right? Well, the smart play here is layering original voice acting right over a low-volume trending track. It's brilliant because it captures that algorithmic boost without sacrificing your original comedic timing. It's honestly an incredibly slick technical play that gives you the best of both worlds. Then we have the metadata, which is highly targeted. The caption says, diet can be started on Monday too. The fuchka's getting cold. It perfectly reinforces that core joke of procrastination. And beyond the really broad tags like hashtag shorts, they use hyper-specific ones like hashtag diet fail. This pulls in the exact demographic that's primed to relate, laugh, and instantly share the video right to their group chats. So, the crucial point is this real technical masterstroke, the loop element. We all know how powerful loops are for viewer retention, and this short executes it so flawlessly that the visual trick is virtually undetectable. It completely bypasses the viewer's awareness of when the video actually ends. Here is how it literally works in action. You take that final frame of staring at the camera and you cut it abruptly mid-chew. The immediate next frame is actually the very beginning of the video, walking with a gym bag and all that heavy attitude. Because the transition is so sudden, the viewer doesn't even realize the video has restarted until they're already a few seconds into their second watch. This massively boosts rewatch time, literally forcing the algorithm to push the video wider. I mean, it is pure algorithmic magic. We've just seen how a simple joke about street food gets engineered into an absolute viral machine. So let me ask you, does your diet also end the absolute second you see fuchka? Tell me in the comments and tag that one friend who always ruins your diet. But on a deeper level, it really begs the question. As these algorithms get smarter at detecting these specific retention hacks, will creators have to rely more on genuine storytelling, or is the perfect loop always going to reign supreme? Think about that the next time you find yourself watching the exact same short 3 times in a row. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep creating.